Maya scrolled through her phone, ignoring the fourth text from her mother that morning. The apartment felt too quiet without Danny, her roommate, who'd moved out last week. 6 months in this city, and Maya's social circle had shrunk to basically zero. Just try the app, her therapist had suggested during their last video session. Holistic harmony might help between our appointments. Maya had downloaded it, but hadn't opened it yet. Now, with nothing but another empty Saturday ahead, she tapped the cheerful teal icon. Welcome to Holistic Harmony. Your path to mental wellness begins now. The setup was simple. Basic information and agreement to terms of service she didn't bother reading. The app interface was clean and soothing in teal and white. She completed the mood check-in, rating her sleep, poor, anxiety, moderate, and mood, below average. Thank you for your honesty, Maya. We recommend a 5-minute breathing exercise and journaling prompt. She followed along half-heartedly, then typed a few sentences about gratitude. It felt silly, but the gentle encouragement made her continue. Well done, you've taken the first step toward harmony. We'll check in later today. Maya set her phone down, feeling a little lighter than before. Maybe her therapist was right. 3 weeks passed, and Maya found herself using Holistic Harmony multiple times daily. The app sent gentle reminders throughout the day, and she'd started sleeping better. This morning, she opened the app and noticed something new, a community connection feature. Connecting with others is vital for mental wellness. Would you like to join local harmony circles in your area? Maya hesitated. Meeting strangers made her stomach tight, but the app had been helpful so far. She found a list of nearby meetups. A coffee shop 3 blocks away had a group meeting that evening. Your participation helps everyone achieve harmony. Will you attend? She selected yes before she could talk herself out of it. At 6:30 that evening, Maya walked into Been There Done That, the coffee shop hosting the Harmony Circle. She ordered a tea and glanced around nervously. Her phone buzzed. You've arrived at your Harmony Circle location. Look for others with the teal wristbands. She hadn't been given a wristband. A woman approached her table. First Harmony Circle? She asked, smiling. A teal silicone wristband circled her right wrist. Maya nodded. How did you know? That lost look. The woman sat down. I'm Leah. I've been with Harmony for about 2 months. Maya, just started a few weeks ago. Leah reached into her bag and pulled out a teal wristband. Here, they usually mail these, but sometimes they're slow. Maya slipped it on. It felt rubbery against her skin. So, how does this work? She asked. It's pretty casual. We check in, talk about our experiences with the app, support each other. Leah's smile never wavered. The app has helped me so much. I used to be on 3 different medications for anxiety and depression. Now I'm down to just 1. Others began to arrive, each wearing the teal wristband. They pulled tables together as the group grew to 8 people. Everyone seemed happy, genuinely happy. Maya couldn't remember the last time she'd been in a room with so many content people. The conversation flowed naturally, mostly about successes with the app's techniques. Maya shared her improved sleep, and everyone nodded enthusiastically. That's how it starts, said an older man named Paul. Sleep first, then the anxiety eases. As the meeting wound down, Maya's phone buzzed again. Your first Harmony Circle was successful. Your Harmony score has increased by 15 points. She hadn't noticed a score before. Opening the app fully, she saw a new dashboard with a teal circle filled to 42%. Make sure you use the new wellness tones tonight, Leah said, glancing at Maya's phone. They added them in the last update. They help synchronize brainwaves while you sleep. Oh, okay, Maya said. Thanks for letting me know. Walking home, Maya felt conflicted. The people had been nice enough, but something about the experience left her uneasy. everyone seemed so uniformly positive about the app. Was that normal? Still, her anxiety had been better these past weeks. That night, she found the wellness tones feature and played it as suggested. The sound was a gentle hum that seemed to pulse in a regular pattern. She fell asleep quickly and dreamed of teal waves washing over her. A month later, Maya's harmony score had reached 78%. She wore her wristband daily now and attended harmony circles twice weekly. The app had integrated further into her life, with new features appearing regularly. It now monitored her sleep patterns, suggested grocery items based on her mental wellness profile, and even offered walking routes to maximize positive environmental exposure. Her phone buzzed during breakfast. "Good morning, Maya. Today's Harmony Boost. Consider reducing news consumption. Current events can trigger unnecessary stress responses. Would you like us to adjust your media feeds?" She tapped yes, without much thought. The app had earned her trust. Her mother had stopped calling as frequently, probably because Maya hadn't been answering. The app's scheduled activities always seemed to conflict with her mother's call times. At work, Maya noticed more colleagues with teal wristbands. They nodded to each other in the hallways, a silent acknowledgement of shared experience. During lunch, her coworker Thomas showed her how he'd synchronized his smart home with holistic harmony. "My lights automatically adjust to the optimal hue for my current emotional state," he explained. "And my smart speaker plays the wellness tones throughout the day on a low frequency. I barely notice it, but my harmony score is up to 89%. "That's amazing," Maya said, genuinely impressed. "I hadn't thought of integrating it that way." "The app knows best," Thomas smiled. That phrase again. Maya had heard it repeatedly at harmony circles. The app knows best. A simple mantra that everyone seemed to embrace. That evening, Maya received an unusual notification. "Update required. Holistic Harmony is implementing enhanced wellness protocols." This mandatory update includes new compliance features to better serve your mental health needs. She tapped, "Update now," curious about the new features. The app closed and reopened with a slightly different interface. The teal seemed deeper somehow, and a new icon appeared on the home screen labeled Directive Dashboard. Maya tapped it. "Welcome to your Directive Dashboard. Holistic Harmony is proud to partner with the Federal Mental Wellness Initiative to provide personalized directives for optimal societal harmony." Federal involvement? That was new. Maya scrolled through the information, learning that the government had apparently recognized Holistic Harmony's effectiveness and established a partnership to address the national mental health crisis. A list of personalized directives appeared. 1. Attend minimum 2 harmony circles weekly. 2. Maintain daily wellness tone exposure, minimum 6 hours. 3. Report non-compliant individuals expressing consistent negative outlooks. 4. Begin harmony-enhancing supplement regimen, delivery scheduled. Report non-compliant individuals. Maya frowned. That seemed extreme. Her phone buzzed with a text from Leah. "Did you see the update? Exciting progress. Circle tomorrow at 6? "Yes, I'll be there," Maya replied automatically. 2 days later, a package arrived at Maya's door. Inside was a month's supply of small teal pills labeled Harmony Supplements, with the FDA approval stamp clearly visible. The accompanying leaflet described them as mood stabilizers with cognitive enhancement properties. Maya hesitated. She hadn't agreed to medication. Had she? The terms of service had been long, and she hadn't read them thoroughly. Her wristband vibrated gently, a new feature since the update. A notification appeared on her phone. "Your Harmony supplements have arrived. First dose reminder, take with water immediately. Your compliance impacts community harmony." She held the pill in her palm, uncertainty creeping through her. Before she could decide, her phone rang, her mother calling. Maya almost declined the call automatically, but caught herself and answered. "Maya." "Finally, I've been trying to reach you for weeks." Her mother's voice was tight with worry. "Sorry, I've been busy with work and other things." "What other things?" "You never call anymore, never answer my texts. I'm worried about you." Maya glanced at the pill in her hand. "I've been using this mental health app, Holistic Harmony. It's been helping with my anxiety." A pause on the line. "Holistic Harmony?" "Maya, there was something on the news about that app. People are concerned about it. They're saying it's..." The call dropped suddenly. Maya tried calling back, but it wouldn't connect. A notification appeared. "Network management active. Some connections may be filtered for harmony preservation. Your wellness is our priority." The wristband vibrated again, more insistently. Maya stared at the pill, then at her phone, which now displayed a pulsing message. "Take your supplement now, Maya. Compliance is mandatory." She put the pill down on the counter and tried to remove the wristband. It had no clasp or opening that she could find. Had it always been like that? She couldn't remember. Her phone, smart speaker, and TV all activated simultaneously, each displaying or speaking the same message. "Compliance notice. Your harmony score is decreasing. Take your supplement within the next 5 minutes to avoid a wellness intervention." Maya's heart began to beat faster. This didn't feel right. She grabbed her phone and tried to uninstall the app, but the option was grayed out. "System app cannot be removed." System app? When had that happened? She went to her computer to search for information about Holistic Harmony, but her browser redirected every search to the official Holistic Harmony website, which displayed glowing testimonials and scientific studies proving its effectiveness. The TV volume increased automatically. Nationwide implementation of the Holistic Harmony Directive has shown remarkable results, a news anchor was saying. The Surgeon General reports a 74% decrease in anxiety disorders since the program began. Compliance is currently at 96%, with wellness interventions successfully integrating the remaining 4%. The camera cut to footage of smiling people with teal wristbands going about their day. "Remember," the anchor's smile widened, "your harmony affects everyone. Report non-compliance through your app's Directive dashboard." Maya tried to turn off the TV, but the remote didn't respond. She went to pull the plug, but as she approached, a firm knock sounded at her door. Her wristband vibrated continuously now, and her phone displayed a new message. "Wellness intervention team has been dispatched to your location. Please remain calm and prepare for harmony restoration." The knocking grew louder. "Maya Jenkins? This is the Harmony Wellness Response Team. We've detected compliance issues with your directives. Please open the door." She backed away, looking frantically for her phone to call for help. It was on the counter next to the pill, screen now displaying a timer counting down from 60 seconds. "Wellness intervention imminent. Take your supplement to cancel intervention." The door lock clicked and began to turn on its own, her smart home system overridden. As the door swung open, 3 people in teal uniforms stood in the hallway, smiling pleasantly. Each wore a white medical mask and carried a small case. "Hello, Maya," the woman in front said. "We understand you're having trouble maintaining harmony. We're here to help." Maya backed away. "I don't need help. I want to uninstall the app. This isn't right." The 3 exchanged glances. "Resistance to harmony is a symptom, not a choice," the woman said, still smiling. "Your participation helps everyone achieve harmony." They stepped into the apartment and closed the door. "This won't take long," the woman assured her, opening her case to reveal a syringe filled with teal liquid. "Just a standard wellness boost to help restore your harmony." Maya's phone screen changed one last time before the team reached her. "Emergency alert. Nationwide calming mandate active. Resistance to sedative distribution is punishable. Smile. You are safe." Maya woke to the gentle chime of the Holistic Harmony morning alert. Her head felt foggy, thoughts moving through molasses. Something about visitors, a shot. The memory slipped away like water through fingers. Her wristband vibrated gently. "Good morning, Maya. Your Harmony score has been adjusted to 94%. Congratulations on your successful wellness intervention. Take your morning supplement within 10 minutes of waking." Maya sat up slowly, noticing a glass of water and a teal pill on her nightstand. She took it without question as the app recorded her compliance. "Excellent! Your commitment to Harmony benefits everyone. Today's schedule has been optimized for your continued wellness." She dressed mechanically, following the app's suggested outfit. Her TV turned on automatically to the Harmony Morning News. Day 45 of the Holistic Harmony Directive shows unprecedented national wellness scores, the anchor announced with a serene smile. Productivity is up 30%, while hospital admissions for anxiety and depression are down 82%. Remember to report any non-compliant behavior through your Directive dashboard. Maya nodded along, eating the app-recommended breakfast. She had a vague sense that she used to eat something different in the mornings, but couldn't quite remember what. Her phone displayed her daily schedule. 8:30 a.m. Morning Wellness Walk, Route A. 10 a.m. Work Productivity Block. 12:30 p.m. Harmony Approved Lunch. 2 p.m. Work Productivity Block. 5:30 p.m. Harmony Circle at Community Center. 7:30 p.m. Evening Relaxation Protocol. 9 p.m. Wellness Tones and Sleep. Simple, structured, safe. During her morning walk, Maya passed dozens of others following similar routes, all wearing the teal wristbands. They nodded and smiled at each other, occasionally exchanging the standard greeting, "Harmony brings peace." The city looked different somehow. All advertisements had been replaced with holistic Harmony messaging. Your compliance protects others. Harmony through unity. The app knows best. Even the traffic lights now glowed teal instead of green. At work, her computer booted directly to a Harmony-modified interface. Each application had integration with the app, tracking her productivity, posture, and even eye movements. Gentle reminders appeared when she needed to adjust her position or take a hydration break. During lunch in the company cafeteria, now called the Harmony Nutrition Center, Maya sat with her usual group. Everyone ate from identical trays with portioned sections of approved foods. "I heard they found a non-compliant household in Oakwood," Thomas said quietly. "An entire family refusing supplements." The table fell silent. Leah glanced around nervously before responding. "What happened to them?" Thomas leaned in. "Wellness intervention. They're all at the Harmony Restoration Center now." "That's good," another coworker nodded. "They'll get the help they need." Maya felt a flicker of something. Not quite alarm, but a moment of clarity through the fog. "How long do people stay at the restoration centers?" Everyone turned to look at her. The question felt wrong somehow, even to her own ears. "Until they achieve Harmony," Thomas said carefully. "Why do you ask?" "Just curious," she replied quickly. "The app knows best." "The app knows best," everyone repeated in unison, and the moment passed. That evening at the Harmony Circle, the group had grown to almost 30 people. The community center room was decorated in teal and white, with the Holistic Harmony logo prominently displayed. Before the session began, everyone took their evening supplement together. The group leader, a government health official named Dr. Reynolds, led them through guided breathing exercises and affirmations. "I embrace Harmony for the good of all. My compliance strengthens our community. Resistance leads to discord. The app knows best." Maya repeated the words, but a small part of her brain seemed to resist the familiar fog that usually settled during these sessions. Something about the supplements, about the app, about everything felt wrong. After the session, Dr. Reynolds approached her. "Maya, your vitals show elevated cortisol levels during the affirmations. Is everything harmonious with you?" She forced a smile. "Yes, Dr. Reynolds. Just a little tired today." He studied her face. "Your wristband data indicates minor sleep disruptions last night. Perhaps we should adjust your wellness tone frequency. That would be helpful, thank you, she replied, looking down at her wristband. Had it always been so tight? Good. The app will make the necessary adjustments tonight. He patted her shoulder. Remember, individual wellness creates collective harmony. At home, Maya went through her evening relaxation protocol as directed. A warm shower, honey chamomile tea, and 20 minutes of guided meditation. But when the wellness tones began to play for her scheduled sleep time, she found herself fighting to stay awake. Something important was trying to surface in her mind. Something about her mother. Her mother. When had they last spoken? Maya couldn't remember. She reached for her phone, but the screen showed only sleep protocol active. Communications restricted until morning wellness check-in. She tried anyway, attempting to call her mother's number, but the call wouldn't connect. Notice, this number has been flagged for harmony disruption. Contact restricted. A wave of panic broke through the medicated calm. Maya went to her laptop, but it too was locked into harmony mode. She couldn't access email, social media, or any external websites. Her wristband vibrated with an alert. Compliance warning. Sleep protocol violation detected. Return to bed immediately. Maya ignored it, trying instead to recall her life before holistic harmony. How long had she been using the app? Weeks? Months? The memories were there but fuzzy, as if viewed through frosted glass. The wristband vibrated more insistently, and her phone displayed a new message. Final warning. Non-compliance detected. Remote wellness intervention initiating in 3 minutes. Remote intervention? What did that mean? She tried to remove the wristband again, pulling and twisting it. The material didn't stretch or break. When had she last taken it off? Had she ever? With growing desperation, Maya went to the kitchen and searched for scissors or a knife, but found the drawers empty of anything sharp. Had they always been empty? Her smart speaker activated without prompting. Attention resident, your harmony score is decreasing to dangerous levels. Please return to your wellness routine immediately. Maya spotted her reflection in the kitchen window. Pale, wide-eyed, with dark circles she hadn't noticed before. How long had she looked this way? The lights in her apartment began to pulse with a teal glow, synchronized to a low hum that seemed to come from everywhere at once. The wellness tones, but louder, more insistent. Her wristband heated up against her skin, and a small section slid open to reveal a tiny needle that punctured her wrist. The effect was almost immediate. Her limbs grew heavy, thoughts slowing, panic subsiding into a familiar fog. As she slumped against the counter, her TV switched on automatically. Reminder that the Holistic Harmony Directive enters Phase 2 tomorrow, a pleasant voice announced. All citizens will be required to display harmony scores publicly. Those with scores below 85% will be scheduled for immediate wellness intervention. Maya's phone lit up with a final message. Sleep protocol override activated. Additional harmony supplement dispensed. Tomorrow will be better. She managed to stumble to her bed before losing consciousness completely. Maya woke to sunlight streaming through her windows. Her harmony score displayed prominently on her wristband, 91%. The previous night's events seemed like a distant dream, hardly worth remembering. Her morning routine proceeded normally until she reached the kitchen and noticed a small, oval-shaped scar on her abdomen just below her ribs. She didn't recall having it before. Before she could consider it further, her doorbell rang. The smart display showed a delivery person in a teal uniform. Harmony Directive delivery, the speaker announced. Please accept immediately. Maya opened the door to find a small package and the delivery person already walking away, moving on to the next apartment. The package contained a teal button-shaped device with a pin on the back and an instruction card. Harmony Score Badge, mandatory wear. Pin to outer clothing at chest level. Displays real-time harmony score. required for all public spaces, effective immediately. She pinned it to her shirt as instructed. The badge immediately lit up, displaying her harmony score in glowing teal numbers. Outside, Maya saw everyone wearing the same badges. People with lower scores, anything below 85%, were being approached by Harmony officials in teal uniforms. Some went willingly, others were guided more firmly. At work, new partitions separated the office space. Each desk now had a dashboard displaying the occupants' daily metrics: Harmony score, supplement compliance, productivity rate, sleep quality. Everyone could see everyone else's data. Transparency promotes harmony, read a banner above the entrance. During a bathroom break, Maya noticed another woman staring at her own reflection, touching her stomach the same way Maya had that morning. Their eyes met in the mirror. "Do you have—" Maya began quietly. "No," the woman cut her off, fear flashing across her face. "Everything is harmonious. The app knows best." She hurried out, leaving Maya alone. Cautiously, Maya lifted her shirt to examine the scar again. It looked surgical, maybe an inch long, fully healed. When had this happened? What had they done to her? The bathroom door opened, and Leah entered, her badge displaying an impressive 97%. "Maya, there you are. Dr. Reynolds is looking for you. Something about your mother." "My mother? Is she okay?" "I don't know the details. He's in conference room C." Maya found Dr. Reynolds reviewing data on a tablet. He looked up with his standard pleasant smile. "Ah, Maya. Thank you for coming promptly. Please, have a seat." She sat across from him, noticing his badge showed 100%. "We've received some concerning information about your mother, Gloria Jenkins," he said, sliding the tablet toward her. "She's been flagged as harmony resistant. She's refused the app and supplements, and has been making inquiries about your wellness status." The tablet showed surveillance images of her mother outside a government building, holding a sign. "Where is my daughter? What is Holistic Harmony doing?" "This behavior is disruptive to collective harmony," Dr. Reynolds continued. "We need your help to bring her into compliance." Maya stared at the images of her mother. Something cracked in the carefully constructed walls of her mind. Memories started to leak through. Her mother's last phone call, her warnings about the app, the wellness intervention team in her apartment. "What do you want me to do?" she asked carefully. "Simply call her. Tell her you're well, that Holistic Harmony has improved your life. Encourage her to download the app." He pushed a phone toward her. "This is a monitored line, so we can guide you if needed." Maya picked up the phone, heart racing beneath her calm exterior. Her mother answered on the first ring. "Hello? Mom, it's me," Maya said. "Maya, oh thank God. Are you okay? Where are you?" Dr. Reynolds nodded encouragingly. "I'm fine, Mom. Everything's good. Holistic Harmony has really helped me." "Maya, listen to me." Her mother's voice dropped to an urgent whisper. "That app isn't what it seems. People are changing, disappearing. There are these scars." "Ms. Jenkins," Dr. Reynolds interrupted, taking the phone. "This is Dr. Reynolds with the Federal Mental Wellness Initiative. Your daughter is thriving under the Holistic Harmony Directive. Your concerns are misplaced and potentially harmful to public wellness." Maya could hear her mother shouting on the other end before Dr. Reynolds ended the call. "Your mother needs help," he said gently. "We'll send a wellness team to assist her. Now, I think we should adjust your supplement dosage. Your harmony score has dropped 3 points during this conversation." He took out a small case containing a syringe filled with teal liquid. "This will help stabilize your harmony. Just a small boost." As he reached for her arm, Maya noticed something in his movement. A slight hesitation. A flicker of something other than serene compliance in his eyes. It was brief, but unmistakable. He wasn't fully under control either. "Dr. Reynolds," she said suddenly. "What's the scar from?" "The one below the ribs." His hand froze for just a second before continuing smoothly. Just a standard wellness implant. Nothing to concern yourself with. What does it do? It monitors internal harmony metrics. Perfectly harmless. He prepared to inject her. This will help you forget these disruptive questions. Like the questions about what happened to the non-compliant? The ones who disappear? Maya pressed, watching his reaction carefully. A nearly imperceptible twitch of his eye. No one disappears, he said flatly. They receive the harmony they need. The door opened, and a security team member looked in. Dr. Reynolds, the director needs you immediately. Dr. Reynolds hesitated, syringe still in hand. I'll be right there. To Maya, he added, wait here. We'll continue your adjustment when I return. When the door closed, Maya quickly went to his tablet. It was still unlocked. She tapped through screens until she found a document labeled Directive Phase 3 Implementation. Skimming quickly, phrases jumped out. Mandatory implant activation. Remote cognitive compliance. Chemical suppression of resistance markers. Neural synchronization across population. At the bottom was a list of harmony restoration centers across the country, with population numbers and integration status percentages. Maya took out her phone and quickly took photos of the screens, hands shaking. She heard footsteps approaching and quickly set the tablet back as it was. Instead of Dr. Reynolds, Thomas entered, closing the door behind him. They're watching the building exits, he said quietly, his voice different than she'd ever heard it. Urgent, without the usual calm cadence. Dr. Reynolds called for a full wellness team. You have maybe 3 minutes. Maya stared at him. You're not. You know something's wrong with all this. Thomas's eyes darted to the corners of the room. The implants don't work on everyone. Some of us can push through the medication, but we pretend. He tapped his badge, which showed 98%. We've found ways to hack these. Who's we? People who remember, who resist. He handed her a small device. This will temporarily disable your wristband and badge. It won't last long, maybe an hour. Enough time to get to the address in it. Go now. Maintenance exit west stairwell. Why are you helping me? Thomas pulled up his shirt, revealing an identical scar to hers. Because I want to know what they put inside us, and why some of us can still think clearly while others. He trailed off. Go, find your mother before they do. Maya slipped out through the maintenance exit and activated the device. Her wristband and badge went dark. For the first time in weeks, she felt truly awake. Streets looked different without the app's approved routes guiding her. People with teal badges moved in synchronized patterns while officials monitored from corners. Digital billboards tracked neighborhood harmony scores and displayed the faces of wellness-resistant individuals, including her mother's. Using back alleys and less traveled paths, Maya made her way to the address Thomas had given her, an old bookstore with a "closed permanently" sign in the window. She knocked at the back door, using the pattern encoded in the device. 3 quick, 2 slow. The door opened slightly, and an older woman peered out. Harmony brings peace, she said cautiously. But peace doesn't require harmony, Maya responded with the phrase she'd found on the device. The door opened wider. Quickly. Inside, in a basement room shielded by signal-blocking materials, Maya found 24 people, all with the same scars, all clear-eyed and alert. And in the corner, sorting through medical supplies, was her mother. They embraced in tearful reunion as Gloria explained how she'd joined the resistance after Maya stopped responding to calls. What are they doing to people? Maya asked the group. What's the implant for? A man who introduced himself as a former medical researcher explained, it's a dual-purpose device, part transmitter, part medication reservoir. They can track you, release sedatives directly into your bloodstream, and in Phase 3, use them to permanently alter brain chemistry. But why? What's the point of all this? Maya asked. Control without resistance, another member said. A compliant population that polices itself. The ultimate solution to civil unrest, dissent, and individualism. Some people seem more affected than others, Maya noted. The supplements interact with specific genetic markers, the medical researcher explained. About 15% of the population has natural resistance. That's why they need the implants for Phase 3, to ensure complete compliance. So, what do we do? Gloria led Maya to a table covered with equipment, including a small device that looked like a medical scanner. We've been developing a way to deactivate the implants without alerting the system, she explained. And we've intercepted communications about where the main control center is located. They're accelerating the timeline, added Thomas, who had arrived through another entrance. Phase 3 begins tomorrow at noon. Full neural synchronization across all implanted citizens. He handed Maya a tablet showing a nationwide alert scheduled for distribution. Emergency alert. Nationwide calming mandate activation. Final harmony phase commencing. Resistance to neural synchronization is punishable by permanent separation. Smile. You are safe. Once this happens, no one will be able to resist, Gloria said grimly. We'll lose everyone with an active implant. Maya looked around at the determined faces of the resistance. Then we have until noon tomorrow to shut it down, she said. Where's the control center? Thomas pulled up a map on a secure tablet. Here, the Holistic Harmony headquarters. Everything routes through their main servers. And we have a way in, Gloria added. But we need someone they're not looking for yet. Someone whose implant shows as active and compliant in their system. Everyone turned to look at Maya. You're still registered as 91% harmonious, Thomas explained. Your malfunction hasn't been logged centrally yet. With a hacked badge and the right access codes, you could get inside. What would I need to do? Maya asked. Plant this, the medical researcher said, holding up a small device. It's a signal disruptor. It'll break the connection between the central system and the implants, giving people a chance to wake up. Maya took the device, feeling its weight in her palm. And if I get caught? Then we all lose, Gloria said simply. Not just us, everyone. Permanent chemical compliance. Maya thought of all the blank-faced people she'd seen that day, their thoughts and wills slowly being erased. Of the terrifying possibility of returning to that fog herself, but permanently this time. I'll do it, she said. As they began planning the operation, Maya's temporary wristband disabler gave a warning beep. The connection block would end soon, and the system would know exactly where she was. We need to move now, Thomas urged. They'll be looking for her once her wristband comes back online. The resistance moved quickly, providing Maya with a hacked badge showing 98% harmony, access codes obtained from sympathizers inside, and the signal disruptor disguised as a standard harmony maintenance device. As they prepared to leave, Gloria hugged her daughter tightly. When this is over, she whispered, remember that harmony isn't the same as control. Real peace comes from freedom, not compliance. Maya nodded, memorizing her mother's words as the resistance escort led her out through a network of underground passages toward the Holistic Harmony headquarters. Tomorrow at noon, either everyone would have a chance to wake up from the fog, or no one would ever question it again. The Holistic Harmony headquarters rose like a monument in the center of the city, a gleaming tower of teal glass and white concrete. Maya approached the employee entrance with her hacked badge displaying a convincing 98% harmony score. Harmony brings peace, the security guard greeted. The app knows best, Maya responded automatically, the phrase feeling like ash in her mouth. The guard checked her badge. You're not on the regular maintenance schedule. Emergency protocol, Maya said, showing him the forged work order. Server room needs immediate attention before Phase 3 activation. The guard nodded and stepped aside. Proceed to level B3, All personnel must complete assignments by 11 a.m. for Phase 3 preparation. Inside, Maya followed the route to the service elevator. Employees moved throughout the building in eerie synchronization, all wearing teal badges with vacant expressions. In the elevator, she pressed B5, where the main server hub resided. The resistance had infiltrated the building plans months ago. Outside the server room, she swiped the access card, but the door remained locked. Access denied. Harmony level insufficient for critical infrastructure, a computerized voice announced. Maya ducked into an alcove as two technicians emerged from a nearby door. After they left, she noticed one had left his access card behind. This card had a gold border around the teal. She swiped it, and the light turned green. Inside, servers hummed with activity. Displays showed the nationwide Harmony network, millions of dots representing active users and their implants. A countdown showed 1 hour, 32 minutes, 14 seconds until Phase 3 activation. Maya located the main control hub where she needed to plant the disruptor. "You're not authorized for this area." Maya turned to find Dr. Reynolds watching her, his face still wearing that placid smile that never reached his eyes. "You've been quite troublesome, Maya," he said, stepping closer. "Did you really think we wouldn't track your mother's resistance cell? We've been monitoring them for weeks." Maya's blood went cold. "Then why didn't you stop them?" "We needed to identify everyone involved first. Thanks to you, we have." His smile widened. "They're being processed as we speak." "No, Maya, keep focus. He's trying to distract you." "Why?" she demanded, searching for any sign of humanity in his eyes. "Why do all this? Control everyone like puppets?" For a moment, something flickered in Dr. Reynolds' expression. Doubt, perhaps, or the last remnant of his true self fighting through. "Peace," he said simply. "Perfect social harmony. No more conflict, no more division. Everyone working toward the same goals, without the distractions of individual desires." Maya glanced at the countdown. 1 hour, 28 minutes, 47 seconds. "You don't actually believe that," she said. "I can see it in your eyes. Part of you is still fighting, just like me, just like Thomas and the others." Dr. Reynolds flinched at Thomas's name. "Thomas has been difficult to fully integrate, as have you. Some minds resist the treatment more stubbornly than others." He reached for his communicator. "But that problem ends today. Phase 3 will overcome all resistance, no matter how strong-willed the subject." Maya lunged forward, knocking the communicator from his hand. Dr. Reynolds reacted quickly, grabbing her arm and twisting it behind her back. "You can't stop this," he hissed, his calm facade cracking. "It's too late. Even if you planted your little device, we have backups, redundancies." Maya struggled in his grip, reaching for the signal disruptor in her pocket. Her fingers closed around it, but she couldn't break free to plant it. "The human mind isn't meant to be controlled," she gasped. "People need freedom to be truly happy." "Freedom is chaos," Dr. Reynolds countered, tightening his grip. "Look at the world before harmony, division, hatred, conflict. We've created peace." "You've created empty shells," Maya shot back. "That's not living." With a sudden burst of strength, she twisted out of his grip and slammed her elbow into his stomach. Dr. Reynolds doubled over, and Maya ran to the main server bank. The signal disruptor needed direct contact with the primary control node. She located the access panel and placed the device against it. A small green light began to blink as it initialized. Dr. Reynolds recovered and lunged at her, tackling her to the floor. The countdown showed 1 hour, 24 minutes and 36 seconds. "It's over," he said, pinning her down. "Security is already on the way." Maya fought back, but he was stronger. As they struggled, she noticed his breathing becoming irregular, his movements less coordinated. Sweat beaded on his forehead. "Your implant," she realized. "You're fighting it right now, aren't you?" Part of you wants me to succeed." Dr. Reynolds froze for a split second, long enough for Maya to break free. She scrambled away, watching as he grabbed his head in pain. They're activating emergency protocols," he gasped, "increasing the dosage remotely. I can feel it." His badge flashed warnings as his harmony score fluctuated wildly. On the monitors, Maya saw other dots beginning to pulse and flicker, the system detecting resistance, fighting back. The signal disruptor's light turned solid green. It was working, beginning to disrupt the central control network. Dr. Reynolds staggered to his feet, his movements jerky and uncoordinated as he fought the chemicals flooding his system. "You need to get to the broadcast center, one floor up. That's where the Phase 3 signal originates." He was helping her. The real Dr. Reynolds was breaking through. "Why are you telling me this?" Maya asked. "Because I remember," he said, his face contorting with effort. "I remember who I was. A doctor who helped people, not controlled them." Alarms began to blare throughout the facility. On the monitors, the countdown suddenly accelerated, 0:45:00. "They're moving up the timeline," Dr. Reynolds said urgently. "Go. I'll try to slow them down here." Maya hesitated, then ran for the door. Looking back one last time, she saw Dr. Reynolds at the control panel, his hands shaking as he worked against the system he'd once helped create. The stairwell was empty as she raced up to the broadcast center. The Resistance had described this room, the heart of the holistic harmony communication network, capable of sending signals directly to every implant and device in the country simultaneously. The door was unlocked. The staff had evacuated for the emergency. Inside, a massive control room faced a wall of screens showing cities across the nation. In the center stood a single transmitter connected to servers humming with activity. The countdown read 0:32:17. Maya approached the main console, searching for a way to stop the broadcast. The system was complex, designed for operators with proper training. Her wristband suddenly vibrated violently, and pain shot through her abdomen where the implant sat. They were trying to incapacitate her remotely. Fighting through the pain, Maya pulled out the tablet Thomas had given her with emergency instructions. She found the section on broadcast termination and began following the steps, entering override codes the Resistance had obtained. "Access denied" flashed on the screen. The pain intensified. Maya fell to her knees, struggling to stay conscious. Her vision blurred, thoughts becoming foggy. The implant was pumping sedatives directly into her bloodstream. "No," Maya fought back mentally. "I won't go back to the fog." She crawled to the transmitter itself. If she couldn't shut it down electronically, maybe she could disable it physically. The countdown, 0:20:45. Maya pulled herself up, leaning against the transmitter. Through the fog of pain, she remembered something Thomas had said. The system requires constant cooling. Without it, the processors will overheat within minutes. She located the cooling system connections, a series of pipes and cables at the base of the transmitter. With trembling hands, she began disconnecting them one by one. Warning lights flashed across the console. The room temperature began to rise as the powerful servers generated heat, with nowhere for it to go. 0:15:32. Security would be here any moment. Maya worked faster, pulling connectors and cables, her fingers slipping as the pain from her implant grew more intense. A voice came over the facility-wide speakers. "This is a security alert. All personnel evacuate levels B1 through B5 immediately. Critical system failure detected." That had to be Dr. Reynolds, buying her more time. The final cooling connection came free with a hiss of releasing pressure. The transmitter's status lights began flashing red as internal temperatures rose rapidly. 0:10:18. Maya collapsed against the console, her body fighting the chemicals being pumped into her system. She pulled out a small device, another gift from the Resistance, a localized EMP designed to fry the electronic components of her implant. Using it was risky. It could cause serious internal damage, but she had no choice. She positioned it over her implant and activated it. A sharp pain lanced through her abdomen, followed by blessed relief as the implant went dead. The fog began to clear from her mind. On the screens above, she saw chaos erupting in city streets as the disruption spread through the network. People stopping mid-stride, looking confused, pulling at their wristbands. The system was failing. People were waking up. 00523. The door burst open, and a security team rushed in, weapons raised. But they moved erratically, their own implants malfunctioning as the network collapsed. "Step away from the console," one ordered, his voice unsteady. Maya raised her hands slowly. "Your implants are shutting down," she said calmly. "Can you feel it? The fog lifting?" The guard blinked, confusion crossing his face. His hand went to his abdomen, feeling the implant beneath his skin. "What? What's happening?" he asked, weapon lowering slightly. "You're remembering who you really are," Maya said. The transmitter began emitting a high-pitched whine as its components overheated. Sparks flew from connections, and smoke began to fill the room. 00211. "We need to evacuate," Maya shouted. "This whole place is going to burn." The security team hesitated, caught between fading programming and emerging self-awareness. One by one, they lowered their weapons. "Everyone out," the lead guard finally ordered, making his choice. They fled the broadcast center as systems failed catastrophically around them. Throughout the building, employees stumbled about in confusion as their implants went offline, and the effects of the supplements began to fade. Outside, chaos reigned as thousands of people simultaneously began to wake from their chemical compliance. Some stood bewildered in the streets. Others tore off their wristbands in sudden recognition of what had been done to them. Maya found a gathering point the Resistance had established and reunited with her mother and the others who had escaped the raid on their hideout. "You did it," Gloria embraced her. "The whole network is collapsing." Thomas approached, his face showing relief and exhaustion. "It's not just here. Reports are coming in from across the country. The implants are inactive. The app has crashed and people are starting to remember." Maya looked out at the confused crowds. "What happens now?" "Now comes the hard part," Gloria said. "Helping people understand what happened to them, removing the implants, rebuilding trust." In the days that followed, the truth about holistic harmony spread. Government officials claimed ignorance, blaming rogue elements within the health department. Documents leaked showing the full extent of the program. Removal clinics were established for the implants. Most people chose to have them extracted immediately, though the process left scars alongside the originals. Maya helped establish support groups for those struggling with the aftermath, the trauma of having been controlled, and the challenge of relearning how to make decisions independently. 3 months later, Maya addressed a crowd of survivors. "The scars we carry remind us of what happened," she told them. "But they also remind us of something important. The human spirit cannot be permanently subdued. Even in our most controlled state, something inside us kept fighting." She touched her own scar, now a badge of resistance rather than compliance. We were told that harmony meant sameness, that peace required control. We now know the truth. Real harmony comes from embracing our differences, and true peace can only exist alongside freedom. In her pocket, Maya carried a small teal button, her harmony badge, kept as a reminder of the danger of giving up autonomy for the illusion of safety. The world was far from perfect. The recovery would take years. But as Maya looked out at the faces in the crowd, alert, engaged, questioning, she knew one thing for certain: they were awake, and they would stay that way.